So check this out. Viking Bags sent me a piece of motorcycle luggage to take out and review, and I couldn't think of a better way to do that than to ride one of Oklahoma's best motorcycle roads, the Talimena Scenic Byway. We're gonna do some camping along the way, maybe a little hiking. We're gonna take this bag out and put it through its paces. So I haven't mentioned my first bike a whole lot on the channel, but my first bike, my Honda VTX 1300, actually had Viking Bag saddlebags on it. And I was pretty happy with those bags. I never had any issues with them losing shape. I didn't have any issues with my stuff getting wet inside the bags. So when Viking reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do a review of one of their products, I'll be honest with you, I jumped at the chance. I may have seemed a little too eager, but I mean, flip side to that, I've already bought their products before in the past. I know they're a good company, a good reputable brand. And when they give me a chance to review one of their products, I'm gonna jump on it. So Viking Bags gave me the choice of any product from their website. And on their website, you can filter your results by the year, make, model of your bike. So of course I put in my 2016 Harley-Davidson Street Glide Special, and they only have one set of saddlebags that would fit on it. And the problem with my bike being denim black, it doesn't match anything. So in the spirit of not having to repaint saddlebags, because Lord knows paint matching this bike would be a mess, I decided to go with the Voyage extra large motorcycle backpack. So what made me choose this bag is not only does it have 1,800 cubic centimeters of storage space, which by the way is the same size as the engine on this bike, it also has a built-in laptop sleeve, which, being a content creator, you know, I'm not bringing my laptop tonight, but you never know when you're going to need that, and you're going to need a safe place to store it. So that really grabbed my eye. So even though I already know I like their products, I felt that I need to be able to give you guys a pretty honest review. And so instead of reading, you know, just what they have off their website about the bag, we're going to take it on a little trip. So the trip I have planned is a little over 500 miles. It's about 200 miles to my campsite tonight at Robbers Cave State Park, where I'll be camping for the night. And then tomorrow morning, probably going to go take a little hike up to Robbers Cave, because you just don't go there without taking the hike, right? And then when we get back to the bike, we're going to take a little cruise and go ride the Talimena Scenic Byway. So as it stands, I'm scheduled to be down at Robbers Cave tonight at 7:40, which is about a half hour after sunset. So it's going to be starting to get kind of dark, and that's without even, you know, figuring in gas and restroom breaks. So that being said, I got about 2.5 hours of travel left on this trip before I get to camp for the night. And I'm really trying to get down there as fast as I can, so I got a little daylight while I'm setting up the tent. So anyway guys, I will catch back up with you at Robbers Cave. Okay, so I just got to camp down here at Robbers Cave, and as you can probably guess, I didn't beat the sunset. So I'm gonna go ahead and get camp set up, get the tent threw up, and see about cooking something for dinner. Well, this looks like good a spot as any. Let's get the tent set up. So I have the tent set up, and I'm ready to get something to eat. But first, let me show you guys how much stuff I got packed inside this bag. It's gonna blow your mind. And while we're at it, take a look at this. Reflective piping are all around the edges and around these pockets here. Because anything to make you seem better at night is always better, right? So check this out. Look at this. There, I'm gonna do these little keeper straps here. So we can just flip it open. There we go. Take a look at this. I've got clothes. Well, it's one of the t-shirts. Everything's kind of just packed, however. But I've got an ice chest, well, an ice cooler with some stuff for breakfast in it, my sleeping pad, personal hygiene kit, things for dinner. Well, that's for breakfast, actually. That's for dinner there. And then underneath this stuff, I've got some lounge pants for later, towels when I go take a shower, some flip-flops. I mean, this dude will hold about whatever you need for your trip. All right, let's cook some dinner. I'm hungry. Tonight on the menu, little sirloin steak with hearty vegetables. Nice and easy. Look, I get it. A can of soup's not exactly gourmet. But on a cool night, with a little bit of bread, it really hits the spot. So now that I got a full belly, and after the ride taking longer than it should have for me to get down here, I'm ready to get some rest. So I'll see you guys in the morning for breakfast. So I don't know about you guys, but I slept like the dead last night. And now that I'm finally up, let's get some breakfast going. So last night was just a can of soup. You know, nothing too flashy or fancy there. But this morning, let's make some eggs in purgatory. So eggs in purgatory is kind of tough to make if you don't have eggs. So let's see how mine fared the trip last night. Looks pretty good to me. Shoot. I lost one. Okay, so I get it. Eggs in purgatory can sound like it's kind of a complicated dish to cook. But I assure you it's not. If it was, I wouldn't have brought this as my campsite food. This is incredibly easy to make. It's a good hearty breakfast. So let's get after it. So what you see sitting out here in front of you are basically my ingredients. Some seasoning, garlic, salt, and Italian seasoning, a can of diced tomatoes, and a couple eggs. Now, you can dress this up. You can make it a little easier to make even if you use just straight like a pre-made or canned spaghetti sauce. Just put it in a pan, crack your eggs in it, and you're done. It's not that difficult, but I like the larger pieces of tomatoes in mine. So that's why I brought a can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. There you go. You can see the little charred remains and the little bits. That's what I'm talking about. Get that on the camp stove and get her heating up. All right, now that we got that on, we're gonna go ahead and season her up a little bit. A little extra Italian seasoning in there. A little garlic salt. I stir out our seasonings, and we're gonna let this cook until these tomatoes basically crush down into nothing. Alright, so checking back in on our tomatoes, you can see they're starting to break down a little bit, which is exactly what we're looking for. This isn't a super fast process, but this is an easy breakfast. It doesn't take much to cook it, and it's absolutely delicious. Alright, so I think I'm going to call it done with the tomatoes. As you can see here, we have a sauce. It's a very thick and chunky sauce, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Here, we got to scoop over so you can see the texture. I like to have a little bit of body in my sauce, not just a liquid. So for the next step, we're going to make a couple wells here in the sauce. They don't have to be perfect. We're going to make a couple wells and drop our eggs in. Be careful not to get any pieces of eggshell in there. I shouldn't have to state that, but... And I got a piece of eggshell. Now normally at home, if I were cooking this, I would cover this with a lid. I don't have a lid. So I'm gonna lay this chunk of foil box stuff over the top of it, help hold some of that heat down. It ain't gonna be perfect, but we're just gonna let her go till it's done. All right, let's check and see if this is done. Looks like it's about as done as it's gonna get. It's starting to dry out a little bit, but it looks like all of our egg whites are set, so that's what we're looking for. And I prefer a runny yolk anyway, so let's go eat. So I came down to a different picnic table to eat because I wanted a little bit of shade. But now that breakfast is done, let's dig in. Oh yeah, we got some runny yolk. Some of our sauce. Some egg. Everything's set beautiful. Look at that bite. Look at that. It's probably gonna be hot. That's amazing. For a campfire breakfast, as easy as this is to cook, just takes a little time. It was amazing. Now, if you have the ability to refrigerate stuff, you absolutely could make this and add some Parmesan and mozzarella cheese to it, and it's amazing. But just no refrigeration for me. Eggs and tomatoes. You know, it never fails. Every time you come out camping, people just want to see the inside of the tent, see how you're living. So let's take a look. All right, so I got into camp a little late last night, so couldn't show you the inside then. But there's my sleeping quarters for the night. The pool floating in a sleeping bag. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna catch on. You got my Viking Bags bag over there in that corner, my helmet here, and then there's not much to see in this corner, but it's just some camera stuff. All right, so next up, got breakdown camp, get her all loaded back up on the bike, and get out on the road. Got 2 more stops, well, kind of 2, I guess. We're gonna head up to Robert's Cave and show you all around there, and then we're gonna take out and hit the Talimena. So now that I have camp packed up, I figured now would be a great time to show you guys how easy it is to load and secure the Viking Bags Voyage extra large motorcycle backpack. So check this out. Flip her up. See this Velcro strap right here? And open them up. We're going to drop that over my backrest or sissy bar if that's what you're rocking. Tighten down that bottom strap. Tighten down the top. Just strap, make sure you got it where you like it. Bag's basically on that. Now we're going to take these 2 loops here at the bottom. Build under the luggage rack on the inside. To the outside. Goes back. Same thing on this side. One loop under the luggage rack. That good? You're in place. That baby ain't going nowhere. Alright, well, on to the cave. And it's just terrible riding through here, you know, nice, shady, roads covered by trees on both sides. Bigfoot in the trees. What more could you ask for? I don't know about you all, but this bus has got to go. No reason to be driving 10 miles an hour on this road. I get it, the road winds a little bit, but damn. All right, here we are. The trailhead for Robert's Cave. So we are at the trailhead for Robert's Cave. And like the name suggests, I'm not going to leave my stuff sitting here on the bike so it can just walk off while I'm not here. So let's go ahead and take this off. Okay. We're going to tighten these straps back down. Check this out. There's Bob's your uncle. We pull the backpack straps out. Latch them to the D-rings at the bottom of the bag. Go back through. Yep. Now I've got a hiking pack with a chest strap. Alright, let's check out this cave. Up here. expecting to see a giant hole in the ground. Then you get here, there's a giant hole in the ground. Here we are, Robbers Cave. The best place to kind of take a break. It's nice, cool, shaded. Digging it. Nice little hole. So this is it, the famous hideaway, Jesse James and Bell Star. Pretty cool. All right, so we're done up here at the cave, heading back to the bike, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to let you guys know these straps on this backpack are way more comfortable than they have any right to be. Just did a 3/4 mile hike up rough terrain, not geared out for it at all. Carrying a bag that was made to ride on the back of a motorcycle. No comfort issues at all. So that's it for Robbers Cave. Now on to Talimena to start the Talimena. Truth be told, this road here ain't a bad little ride. There's a couple rough patches in it, so I wouldn't just, you know, take off hauling down this thing. But all in all, it's not a bad little ride. Alright, well, coming through the little town of Talimena, this is the start of the Talimena Scenic Byway, starting here in Talimena, Oklahoma. All right, we got 25 miles on Oklahoma 63 East. So we are finally on the Talimena. So I put in to my GPS to take me to the Talimena Scenic Byway, and my GPS in my phone put a point on the center of the Talimena and took me down a side street that was very straight and very boring to get here. Wasted a whole lot of my time getting back, but now that we're back, I instantly don't regret coming and taking this ride. Man, I was hot when I first started. I thought I was on the Talimena, and it was as straight as an arrow, and I was like, what? This is not what I thought it was going to be. Turns out my GPS just put me on the wrong road. So now that we're on the right road, this is fantastic riding, and I'm super glad I came up here to go for a ride. I've been on this road all of like 2 minutes. already is well worth it. Well worth it. Man, I don't think you guys understand how mad I was at how hyped up this road was, and then it went straight as an arrow. Turns out I was just on the wrong one. Man. Now that I'm on the right road, it's like everything's right with the world. I get it. Man, I wish y'all could see this in person, because I know the GoPros don't do it justice. There's some really pretty parts in Oklahoma. Too bad it's just all flat and straight where I'm from. So this has been a great trip, and I highly recommend, if you get a chance, to come down and ride the Talimena Scenic Byway. You take that chance and you come down and ride it. And if the only thing that's stopping you is you can't really pack for the trip because your bike doesn't have any space, go check out Viking Bags. They're gonna have something on their website that's gonna fit your need, whether it be a saddlebag, or maybe you're like me, your bike came with saddlebags, but you need just a little extra. Then the Voyage extra large motorcycle pack may be just what you're looking for. Especially if you plan on getting on and off the bike. Putting it on and taking it off the bike is incredibly easy. And you don't have to worry about your stuff getting stolen because it's easy to carry with built-in backpack straps. I absolutely love that bag. It's a great product. And like I said, I've been a fan of Viking Bags things for several years now. You know, I had their bags on my old VTX. Now I'm buying their luggage to put on this bike. And I can see myself buying additional pieces here and there. You know, if I plan on going on a really long trip and I need something bigger, I may look into one of their larger bags. But as far as my little one-nighters and overnighters and stuff, that bag is perfect for what I need. So I'm going to continue enjoying my ride on the Talimena Scenic Byway. I want to say thank you to Viking Bags for sending me the Voyage extra large motorcycle backpack to test out. The product performed phenomenally. And until next time, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.